have their brief, yet it's taking them forever to get their fucking makeup on, so... Just gonna teleport myself away. Big AO prepped. We'll see how it goes. I see them mobilizing armor, which I guess they're gonna take via land all the way that route, so I gotta adjust the AO slightly for anti-armor. Which is fine. I just gotta make a few changes in statics. But anyway, guys, what's up? Liru here. Just thinking where I need to add some SPG-9s and RPG men. Perfectly fine. I did make a backup contingency just in case they wanted to bring armor.
Alright, I'm communicating with the fix.
So I'm gonna need SPG-9 there. SPG-9 here. Islamic State armor. T-34. Awesome. Alright, and then one or two more statics. Swear to God, if the frames die on me again, I'm gonna be pissed. How are you doing, Shujikin? Alright, just waiting for the next pop-up to come up, so we're stabilizing at 37. I think that dropped from 40, which means I think they're starting to actually mobilize. It takes them way too long to get their damn makeup on. Otherwise, if I'm only gonna get 2 or 3 for this entire AO... Trying to think what would be most effective in terms of placement. I already got ZSUs up the wazoo around here. Let's see, I think up here would be smart. Yeah. Bend it right a bit. Have them a bit more in cover. Perfect. Let me get my RPG guys to get on the hill. Do I push a bad button? What do you mean by that? Nah, today's meant to be easy. We're regressing all the tier 1 stuff so it's easier. It's not a bad button, it's I meant for this AO to be mainly infantry based off of its distance, but some of them are still gonna go for it. Which I guess technically they could tow the Vix with advanced towing. You know, it's something I hadn't considered. But I'm just annoyed because I got them in more than 30 minutes early, and yet they still took forever to, like, ask me for the damn... for the fucking brief. So it just bugs me a bit, you know?
About that problem I told you.
I told you to talk it over with Alpha.
Alright, I'm gonna put the last one over here. Kind of exposed on the left, that's fine. Let me take an RPG man. And we'll stash him back here. Otherwise, should be fair. Should be fair. Let me also set all my civilian groups to careless and ignore. That way, when I set them to the ambient animation of ducking their head and cowering, they won't break that, or they won't glitch out and just stare at random Russians going, "Hi, how you doing?" Alright, then right there, let's look at a few places that are going to be good for me to put some vehicles in the form of technicals and whatnot.
To ground command.
Yep.
What's our opinion of people playing music in the heli?
The pilot can do what he wants in his heli. Is the MI8 full?
Boom.
Be advised, it is.
Alright, so they're filling the MI8.
I believe it is.
They can put people in the fucking...
Alright then. Take off, move to the LZ, and just secure it with a 360.
Or since you're bringing Andrusa in a Hind, just have the Hind land at the LZ too.
I know that. I'm coordinating with them.
It's
I'm gonna be a little more of an ass.
In any kind of vehicle.
Cool.
So to clarify, none of the vehicles can tow the BMP to the LZ?
Yes, they can. We're waiting for our pilot to come back. I mean, I could tow the MIA in the BMP to the LZ. Do you want that? Technically, the helicopter would be getting there. We're just gonna hang out and do circles at base. Don't worry about us.
Solid. Alright, I'm trying to think.
It's Buffalo. Be advised, communication is being disrupted right now by the fucking pilot. So
Cool. Be advised, you don't need to call over every 5 seconds that you're having a slight inconsistency in your life.
Alright, squad leads, just when you get the LZ close enough,
Aye,
land at
aye,
Tier
aye.
360, your pilot's
Spicy.
gonna come back and transport the Vix in.
I don't think they realized they could, you know, transport the VIX, cut the tow rope, and then land with the infantry, but again, that's none of my business. Some of these people do not have a brain, in my opinion, but whatever. Maybe it doesn't work that way, which, in my opinion, is stupid. I don't know. I don't really use advanced towing. Just something some of the Tier 5s wanted, so we'll see. Anyway, now that they're actually moving out, let me grab the third officer guy and actually move him back into the AO. Just gonna put him in that camp.
High Command, this is Ground Command.
This is High Command, send traffic.
Do we know if Taiza is friendly, enemy, or neutral?
Roger. I have no intel on that position, but since we have an LZ right next to it, assume it's neutral.
Copy that.
I was looking to see if they had the frickin' Hind gunship up to say, maybe just do a pass with it on the Hinds, but since I scripted this a bit more in terms of their movement, they should assume it's friendly, but they're asking good questions. But yeah, that's part of our little regressment, because of, stuff. The past few operations have been, yeah, I'm just gonna say it, terrible, so we've been, I'm regressing things a bit. Gonna put this out a bit more. I'm gonna set up a Nissan right here, ready to go. Let me set up a guy right there. Perfect. Brains not required. Yeah, I know, right? That's fine. I hope everyone is doing okay. YouTube uploads this weekend are probably going to be lackluster because I have to prep ops back to back. I gotta make sure the Tuesday, like, there's so many ops to prep. I still have 2 finals. I have a fucking 20-page essay to do.
Well, Bravo will pull security.
I have a lot of things that need to be taken care of.
Alpha copies, McLean pushing town, clear buildings, roll, Bravo, just...
Copy that. That's correct.
Put myself up on that hill. Otherwise, AO should be fine. Don't touch Nissan. Alright, we got that Land Rover over there. I think everything should be okay for this AO. It's just meant to be a quick, like, 1-hour grind on everything that's over here. And since they're bringing Vix, I will be coordinating my anti-Vic crews. Accordingly. Anyway, they opened up the back. Best way to take a rocket down is to hit it right up Main Street. So they jump out, pull 360. Alright. I'm gonna throw a civilian car at him just to fuck with him. Alright. Otherwise, everything should be good. Do I have a mortar pit? No. Is Bloodwind with those things to be taken care of? Yes. Yes, I'm making some time for her this weekend to take her out to dinner. I mean, we could set one up, but I don't really plan to use one because a lot of this AO is going to be within buildings and territory that these guys aren't going to want to mortar because it's their own buildings, houses, and territory. But I guess if they dilly-dally the squads and put them up on the hills, I can do that. I can also set up a few roamers. Got to do that. Set up one on the left. We'll put one on the right as well.
Liru, I want my goat back.
Why do you want your goat back? What did the goat ever do to you? Needs more goats. Yeah, fine. We'll add some ambience. I'm trying to keep an eye on the frames, though, to make sure, normally I want to keep them over 30.
Moving down the line now.
When they start killing shit, then we'll add goats, but we're kind of in dangerous territory right now for frames, so... It's because we have a bunch of units spaced out from spawn and back, so, that car is driven by, we don't need it anymore. We'll get in some goats, okay? We just let the server frames get over stable 30 again, so I can feel confident in putting more stuff down. But I'd say when they clear the first half of the town, when these start getting up to like 35 again, then we can definitely put some goats in the town of Millis. Because they don't have any drones, so nothing's going to really spontaneously appear. You know, it'll also help out if I delete that squad. Based on the spacing of everything, and then this squad can come down to assist this checkpoint. But, just takes an account of everything that's being loaded. You know, I think based on the server performance, we can still sneak in maybe 1 or 2 squads, but only that for now. Yeah, and their camp's over here. So anyway, officer locations. Officer 1, and he's, I guess, a hunchback whale. For whatever fucking reason. Officer 2 is... No, get back in there, you idiot. Stay in the building. And then Officer 3 is over by this area by his car. Anyway, player base has a multitude of infantry. Some are already starting to move. I guess they're going to move up a bit and then let their vehicles catch up. That's perfectly fine. But they've got 2 squads of infantry. They're going to have a hind, and that's a hip, but they're going to change it to hip with frickin' missile pods. They're going to bring a BMD-2 and a BMP-2. And then also have the attack gun ship, the hind. So it's meant to be an easy AO. Maybe we'll get a vehicle kill or 2. Maybe one of the choppers will get ballsy. Because I do have 4 ZSUs set up. Basically some AAA to shoot little bullets at them. Otherwise, we'll see how this all goes. I'll be bringing in reinforcements to counter as things get more desperate from the various roads along here. And I got small checkpoints to utilize. Again, I've got my AT group. We'll see how things play. Oh, right. Another thing I should be doing is I should be looking for more places to put vehicles down to use as backups. Because I did want to at least put 1 AGS down to test spacing. I was going to put it there, but I think that's a better place for that fix. So I think I'll just put this one with crew, preferably, at the main one. Also, I'm going to tab out real quick before the action starts so it doesn't happen during the action. I got to ruin everyone's immersion, but let me grab my handy-dandy scripture. Just set that to execute. That way it remembers it for me. But that is our nice little code we use to recap the AI in case they get to 288 squadrons. Oh, by the way, let me also tab out again. We have the official TSB drinking game. I need to make this into a quote, but that is the official TSB drinking game. You take a shot for every time one of those things happen. Apparently. I don't know how you're supposed to live through that game, but, you know. I'm gonna make that into a fucking t-shirt. Just wear that at school. People are gonna look at me like, what the fuck are you doing? Actually, that's not a good idea. Some of you guys already doxed my fucking mail guy that checks my frickin' mailbox. It was fucking hilarious, actually. Fucking get told by a guy who's like, hey, we found you on Facebook. I'm like, no, you didn't, because I don't have one. They send it to me. I'm like, oh, you doxed the guy I had do the unbox video. Damn, guys, you're fucking ruthless. That's also why I haven't checked my mailbox recently. He's not really happy with me right now. Oh, it's so great. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently one of you guys, when I say you guys, I mean a viewer, like messaged Tootie. It's like, hey, I found Liru. And everyone freaked out. I was like, no, that's not me. That's just the guy. That's my mailman. The guy that checks my P.O. box for me. Because I don't... Of course, that frickin' address isn't mine. Otherwise, I'd have weird psychos come to my house. Also, yeah, I'm pretty sure that some of the tier 3s are drunk right now, so that is worth a shot in itself.
Afghan command told me to pull security.
Here, I'm gonna have another car go by because this is meant to be.
While Alpha clears buildings.
Gonna have an open Ural go by again. These civs are just. They're not supposed to really be a threat unless like they're doing something stupid, but they're just driving around. It's only like if they're caught like out in the fucking road, then I might have some reason to be aggroed, but we'll see. You know, it was a difficult call, too. Do I want to play Halo music, or do I want to do some, Soviet War music? And I think it would be nice to do some, Halo music for the lulz. Where are you going? I had to literally turn you around because you didn't turn yourself around. Now you're finally fucking going. Jesus. Hey! Frickin' Halo 2 Mombasa music, or whatever. We're just waiting on the players now. Fuck, and there was something I was supposed to do last night that I gotta do after this app. Because Amazon is a bitch. So they crossed. Helicopters coming in. They're probably flying a bit slowly to tow it. I don't know why. This is one of the most majestic things I've ever fucking seen. It's just... I feel bad for the people that are in the crew, because that thing's wobbling like a motherfucker. I hope it doesn't snap. They're also bringing a mortar. Alright. Send in Goat Team 6 now. Looks like they left the BMP behind. That's fine. Hey, Scott, 2 months in a row at Twitch Prime. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy this operation. I hope you keep enjoying all future operations to come. Oh, and guys, once again, I've figured out what I need to do for partnership so we can get more sub emotes and whatnot. The only issue is I have to cut my streams down because basically the whole thing is they revised their policy, and even though I'm pulling in numbers more than a lot of...
My radio forgot to put it back on 50. We're inbound with the BMD to the LZ.
Alright, so he's basically in the
Oh,
arsenal.
copy.
Forgot to rechange his radio. Basically, they're only looking at averages for total viewers instead of, like, peaks. So all of my Arma content gets high numbers, but when I drunk stream or do other stuff, it gets low numbers, and they were taking that as an average total and saying, nope, no partnership for you, so... I'm gonna cut the other streams for a while until the average goes up, grab the partnership, and then have just a drunk stream marathon or something, because... Honestly, like, I've argued with them twice over it, and I've heard some other success stories for people that are much more successful than I am when they got their partnerships, but it was after, like, a long fucking grind, and I don't really want to have to make you guys wait that long, because that's, like, another 6 months tops. So, yeah. Second channel for other streams, I don't want to have to manage another fucking channel, financial account, and, stream key and all that shit. Trust me, it's not worth it. People that do 2 YouTube channels, it just means they don't have enough time or commitment to their own channel in the first place. Then again, that's just my opinion. So there's the Ural going by. I think it's gonna go unnoticed, which is a little bit of a shame, but hey, immersion. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. We're gonna see it pass by. Nani? Oh, there it is. There it is. We just saw it through the bushes. But yeah, I also, on Tuesday, have a very big announcement on where we're going to be taking some of the content. It's basically to address a growing demand of people that have been asking for stuff over and over again, and I think it's a good compromise.
Alpha to ground spawn.
Sniper, I'm assuming something glitched with the ropes.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna set a teleporter network down.
Yeah.
Do you need a heal?
Yeah, I probably will.
Okay.
Thanks.
Ground command to ground forces.
Sniper, if you could stop for a second, I'm gonna set a teleport and let the other guys come in that need to.
Okay.
Hey, Scott.
Command.
Says hi, command, send traffic. Scott, I appreciate it. It's just a donation pool to raise more money for stuff, but, you know, every donation we get, basically, that's people entering into that raffle. We got 2 raffles. We got one coming out in 4 days and one coming out on January, so I appreciate it, Scott. It's gonna go into some good stuff for the raffle. Also, it's always fun to hear explosions in my frickin' Darth Sidious voice. This is High Command checking in again. Did you need me? Alright, fine. Sniper, just say when you have all your guys, I'll take away the teleporter.
I have everybody besides Ruling in them. I don't know where they are.
Ruling is AFK.
They're coming. I don't know who else needs to get here. That's everybody. Go ahead and scoop it.
Solid. There's my Ural. They're coming up right there. I'm going to send a car across. But yeah, like I said, I don't like advanced towing and advanced ropes because it, if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to end up killing yourself with said ropes.
God.
You know, that's none of my business. So they're only gonna bring the BMP-1 or BMD-2. They scrapped the BMP-2. They're bringing the BMD instead. But this is a little asshole that can definitely do a lot of damage.
Command.
And I think they're having more radio issues. So Eander, I know he's AFK. These two guys are pilots.
Alpha Bravo, be advised there's a checkpoint along the road.
There's spy for understood.
And they definitely saw that car, so they're staying low. Or at least they heard it. Might have been able to not catch it from Defilade, but definitely heard it from there. This is High Command, send traffic.
Get a replacement for the active Arma chopper.
Solid, providing. What are the chances of them doing that, of dying? Is this something easily preventable? Let's not talk about those odds in particular. Like I said, the player base has been a bit in a losing streak, but you never know. I've kind of minimized the amount of things that could potentially wipe them, but I think still a threat based on what happened last week before the server crash while they were doing their assault was that the AGS was very, very effective because their spacing was absolute garbage. It at least made 10 people cripples, it KIA'd one person. It wasn't really a killer in itself, but it definitely slowed them down for the op. And if they get caught in the open and slowed down, well, they're just gonna be easy targets for mortars. And yeah, killing gap. Hold on. Oh. That was on a 50 spot in mechanic anyway.
Man, this is air.
I love how they're shooting. Actually, I think someone's riding in the back. That's why they shot at it. Yep. Come on, let's get to the checkpoint so we can tell them and we can get everything going. So, ground command's not on radio anymore. Lovely. Because they just took contact. Gonna send him up. With him, because they heard those gunshots. Otherwise, I got these guys coming back, and we're gonna start the aggroing of the AO. Oh, last night's stream was pretty fucking funny, but it showed me how I should and should not do, like, small-scale 506 ops. Because I went in there thinking I could trust the opposition units, and I could not, so... yeah. Fun.
Alpha to BMD.
So I'm gonna have these guys kind of gather around in a small group.
Or Alpha to vehicle crew.
I'll get that guy out to go talk to him because he's gonna see these guys coming down. We sent a sentry up to go check out what the fuck's going on.
About 400 meters to your east, there's a checkpoint.
Probably radioing back and forth saying, hey, we have an issue, blah, blah, blah. We saw BMD coming in. We want to go sweep it. Probably going to send this 4-man fire team to go check it out, actually.
Okay, let's go.
Ground command, this is air.
My sentry doesn't see anything. It was going right to left last time they saw it on that big hill, so these guys are coming back. Oh yeah, the biggest player killer's fucking mem leaks. Or just random server crashes, but I'm trying to monitor. I'm seeing the frame starting to slowly decline. That's because of all the movement we've got going.
Control moving along the road northwards, possibly going to be turning west or east. Ground Command, this is Air.
Hey, we see they just shot at something over here.
Alpha to Bravo, that squad is turning left.
Is Bravo.
Yeah, I think they. I guess it's
You have a
T-far from the hills, but I don't know.
Towards the crossing point.
I don't know why they can't hear each other.
Is Bravo understood?
Alpha Bravo, this is Air.
I just saw a
This is
shot go
ground
by.
command, I'm back on 50.
Alright, Ground Command, you have 1 times MI-24's call sign signal on station.
Just heard a fucking missile go out.
5 kilometers north of the EAO.
Copy that. If you just want to hold north of the AO, we're pushing into town now.
Copy that.
Alright, we're gonna start radioing out saying, hey, we got all this shit going on.
How far are you guys pushing into the town now?
And that BMD is starting to basically cook things up. We have a little bit of a crossfire going. Their fire's a bit angled there, coming into other teams. Yep, they just radioed in to say be careful.
Do you read me on 50?
Why are these idiots having radio communication
Bravo, move
issues?
Up, start supporting Alpha.
Hey, that doesn't mean slow down.
First PE, point of interest.
Copy, I'm sending Bravo in to support you. BMD, are you good?
Yeah, we're just a turret now.
Yeah, you go ahead and level that man.
We'll get back up and running.
Vic, more guys to the east. Bravo, watch
Yeah,
east.
so they got RPG'd. That's actually a very nasty angle to get RPG'd on.
Yeah, they're dead.
But alright, a lot of smoke's being used, frames suffering a little bit, but otherwise we should be okay. This guy's unconscious, at least marked. Rat King drops the guy so we can get him. Sniper Wolf dies. I'm not gonna lie, that for 50, 90, that's rare for an RPG man to actually do that.
Ground with BMP's down. They decapitated us with multiple RPGs.
Alright, well, do you want to grab a second MI-24 then?
I only had, that was one guy. Huh. Bill ran up to him, he ran back. Guess I didn't see him on camo. But I made very specific, I was specifically sure to only have a few RPG guys and just have a few at like checkpoints for AT, but you win some, you lose some. Otherwise, they're coming up. Going to call back a few Vics.
Bravo, keep pushing into town to get to Alpha's position.
Gonna otherwise hold some of these checkpoints. I'm gonna call some infantry back.
Is any reference of the BMD read?
So Bailman dropped those guys, they came back. Otherwise, this compound's starting to be breached. 40 Mike goes in.
Hey, Sniper, did you have a short range for your Vic?
Pretty sure the auto rifleman just team killed that guy, but that's fine. Whatever works,
What
right?
radio frequency?
I hear shooting to my left and right. Alright, so that's friendly, which means the enemies are over in this way. And I get shot by a guy prone. Alright. He always hated recoil. Yep, so he's dropped. More grenades are popped inside. A medic and Rat King are working on these two as the remaining force is pushing up in front of the frickin' medic guys and clearing out a compound? What? They're actually doing something properly? Okay, well, consider me impressed. Because normally they don't do that. Alright, now I selected the ZSU. Let's select this guy. Send them up. Go see what's going on. I want to let the player base kind of recuperate a bit. I don't want to keep them cut off. But I'm going to send these guys over to outflank. Otherwise, we'll go from there. So they're coming in. They're checking out the rest of the compound. Everyone's cleared. I think it's about time I send the other Nissan I've got right here. Let's go over here and check out why those guys are down. It's also, I think it's time to get our ambient animation down for this first group of civs. Hiding civilian. There we go. So Nicholas is now pushing 360. This squad's coming up to assist. And these are some remaining vehicle crew members that are pushing up behind everybody. They're checking their rear, making sure everything's okay. So I got multiple dead bodies. I'm going to... Oh, I can't delete that because it's... I can't delete the Soviet Vics that I placed, so I can only put them down in template.
Alright, Alpha, is there anything at that first point of interest?
Alright. So nothing at that first point. They're checking it out. They're looking for officers, but of course I'd never put something at the first point. Hearing some shots go back and forth with these guys. And I'm going to keep those guys at the checkpoint just to pull security. So they get one person up. General Mox dies. Alright, here comes that Nissan. Did he just exchange fire with Navs, or did he get... I think he took fire from the damn... Yeah, so he's just gonna immediately outflank it. Have him jump out of the car and take him out. They put an RPG in her. Yeah, Navs needs to go before that thing decides to cook off. Alright, so now we begin the coordination of reinforcements. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use their reinforcing route, though they've got a Hind right there, so it's probably going to take it out. Wasn't expecting them to stage it right there. Otherwise, Middle Eastern militia cars, you never know, it might survive. It probably won't, but we can pray. UAZ open, put that down, put down a Middle Eastern infantry squad. Alright, we leave an auto rifleman, that's fine, and we're going to basically bring this up to the checkpoint, have them dismount, and then move in on the players. So sending a few roamers, they're coming back and forth, otherwise I guess we're just trying to set defensive formations.
At the first compound?
We found 1 times ammo cache.
So yep, they're going to be off-roading a BMP-2 to send it in.
That. High Command, this is Ground Command.
This is High Command, send traffic.
Do you want to just demo the vehicles or take care of that ammo cache as well?
Roger, once again, your objective is a Russian vehicle cache. Specifically, I said Russian vehicles that were being repaired. Ammo caches are not priority right now.
Got it.
So that's why they were holding, because they found a vehicle in the frickin' part of the template ammo cache. So I got a few guys right here. Here's the thing, no one cleared that checkpoint. And I've got the car coming in, they're falling back a little bit. But Sickle holding point A and B, alright. So they're gonna stage from the south. So when I reinforce, I need to focus on my, or excuse me, they're gonna stage on the north, and I need to reinforce from the south to basically counter that.
First point of interest.
So delete a few bodies. That's the Dishka that got blown out. This squad, they've medicked who they can. Now they need to push up because everyone is pushing up on this flank. Slowly but surely. Billman and Nats, two guys that really like to move fast and quick. They're going ahead, acting as a scouting force. I think they might have spotted my SPG-9. Yeah, Bill did. That's my RPG teams. Warden, I never complete sentences properly. Sending these guys up. So that SVD, man, literally drops Ghost Warrior in a hail of 7.62. He's firing some more. So they pop a bit of smoke, Ghost Warrior wakes back up, he's heading in.
Technical, don't shoot it.
And they've set up in a technical. Ah, for the love of God. So I think Billman sniped that guy. And I go down. Alright, so those guys are down. This guy, I'm gonna adjust his marker. That Vic's still coming in. I think because they're focusing on the AO itself and not anything else. I'm going to bring in another technical from over here to come and reinforce. Not armor yet. Don't want a Nissan. Let's just do a Dishka with crew. We'll bring that over here, have that come in. Global.
Grand Command, this is Air. We see we got eyes on a Ural heading in from the north.
Yeah, so they're seeing that Ural. I think they're going to request to take it out.
Are you guys able to engage that?
Yep. Billman got killed. He pushed out way too much in the open. The frickin' western flank is still heavily garrisoned, and he was shot dead. So I'm gonna have these guys reinforce from the rear. Send these guys out and about. So the Hind is coming in. I got these Dishkas to provide some light AA that Vic's not gonna do much.
They're coming.
Go for air.
Alright, right now, until I call on you for a strike, I just want you guys to kind of watch the roads coming in from the north and
It's
the
not
west.
one of ours.
If you see Vic coming in, and you think you can engage them, you're clear to do so.
Dishka's firing back.
Copy that.
Alright, so the Dishka basically smoked that Vic. That took out Lee Andrews as the only survivor. He's gonna be crawling back a bit. But we should probably get some air support to come in and start assisting, because otherwise we're gonna have some issues. I'm gonna pull that Vic up a bit more. I hope you did not just glitch out. Seek and destroy.
Both squads be advised, you got a Dishka that can come in from the north down the road.
That's fine, we'll do you manually.
Ping north on direction.
From the north. It's inbound now.
Alpha copy.
We're just gonna do a small drive-by. I think you just got provoked on something. Woo! Okay. I surrender. Or I'm dead. Well. I just took a rocket to the ass. And I was pretty much mowed down. Alright, that's fair. So Andrews has pulled back a bit into that bush. We still have people looking over and shooting at him. Ruling Commander and Schultz. I think Ruling's the actual commander of this entire AO. Schultz sticking with him to be his bodyguard. They're taking out the reinforcements coming up. Alright, I have another Nissan I can send, so I think that's what I'm going to utilize right now. And I'm going to get my AGS on the road and get ready to deploy her. I got the Vic. BMP-2 is also almost here. Yep, someone's grabbed Gib. They're dragging him back for teacher to medic. But right now we're having some good operational tempo. And Mr. J is working on Nicholas and Naps as this squad now pushes up. They're still suppressing behind to make sure they're all down. And Ratcane, who I know is the squad lead, is pushed way ahead of his force, which just are not... They've slowed down a bit.
This is Bravo to Alpha. We find one of your men wounded. We're treating him right now.
I don't think it also helps that they got a few guys back here that are kind of just doing fuck all. I think Chult just shot that guy. But I'm not reloading Blast Core right now, and some people are, and that's why I can't hear some gun sounds. Just heard Armor. No, that was part of the music. Never mind.
This is Alpha, we've got a vehicle moving out southwest. Southeast.
Some suppression going. He takes out Nafs, but these just need to be outflanked. Are you turning around? Alright, well, you're gonna expose your ass to him. It's not the smartest thing you can do. What are you doing? If you're gonna do that, at least come around. Yep, that's why, because your gunner is completely exposed. You're just gonna die like that. Ah, silly AI. Trying to be sneaky breaky, but in reality, they're just retarded. Ay. So this force needs to now move in. We've got something right here. I didn't actually mark that as a position of interest. This was just kind of a given since they'd come from this direction, but they might bypass it entirely. Alright, I'm gonna bring in another open Vic with reinforcements. So, Middle Eastern militia, cars. Let's go for a full-blown truck this time. That way I can have both a fire team and a squad group together.
Alpha, can you...
And it should have enough room for everyone.
Make sure they have a second in command. Who can listen on 50.
I'm gonna bring it over.
Was that message for Alpha?
Yeah, I need you to make sure Bravo has someone on 50.
Yeah, because no one's on 50 for Bravo.
Copy, I am nowhere near
Lead a few of the
Bravo.
bodies. Now these guys are getting awfully close to the gunfire, so let me get another batch of ambient animation down. Hit enter, and now all those guys are going to be cowering. This Ghost Warrior is shot. And Nafs is being left for dead because he was caught by himself. And it looks like, despite their best efforts, they had a man go down. So the ground command needs to be relaying to a pilot to get reinserts.
Out with the ground.
Because that should be 2 or 3
squad
now.
members are on 60 now.
Okay, 60 is a
Alright,
short
copy that. I
range
just want
net.
you to keep pushing through. You've got
Okay, I guess they just absorbed it into one large squad, which at this point isn't that bad of an idea. But they just dropped all these guys. I just got shot from my left. Oh, okay. Yeah, 4 guys pushing up on that flank.
Alpha, be advised, you got another transport truck coming in from the north.
Alright, stop. Get out. They took the Nissan again. Seek and destroy, and let's vary these movement markers a bit.
Air to sniper.
There we go. So that BMP-2 is almost on the field. They're gonna have to come through this checkpoint. There's still an active SPG-9.
Yeah, go ahead.
Approaching checkpoint 1.
They got
we
Lee
saw
and they're
a
moving with him.
unidentified vehicle. I can't see it there now, but there could be enemies in that area.
Okay.
Hey Habib, what do we do about that? Well, you shoot it, you idiot. Okay, I think I went way too high for that one. Oh, wait, I was right on target. Okay, we'll try again, Habib. Maybe you'll get him. I doubt it, Habib. TP to teacher, alright. This guy's coming out being Terminator. I don't... Did we just mass mem leak again? Yep. I'm done with this mod set. I am done with this fucking mod set. I swear to fucking God. I made all of the unpredictable changes. I'm fucking done with this Soviet fucking mod set. Yep, I'm done with this mod set. We're changing up from Soviet because nothing on the server frames died. I made every single change of possibility. We didn't have any fucking error. I don't know what it is.
Is it not the server?
It's not the server. It is just something with the mods. I don't know what, but I'm done trying because nothing blew up.
I highly doubt it's the freaking Afghan mod because we're not even using Afghan stuff other than the uniform. Everything else is RHAs.
No, and once again, all the planes worked when we tested them on Macros private server.
You had an MI-24. Did the MI-24 shoot any rockets?
No.
Could it be a map?
I mean, it could be Santa Claus, but
It could be anything.
you have this many different mods.
Look, all I know is this only happens using the Soviet mod. The frickin' Tier 2 mod set has everything this mod set has except for the Soviet mod. And I'm done trying at this point because I literally took everything Makarov told me that possibly caused the memory leak and deleted it, making sure not to use it. And I'm just done at this point because
it's understandable.
I'm just gonna change it up because this is just unworkable at this point. I don't know what TAC Ops did, but it fucked it. So
in that case, does everybody have 31 mods for these mod sets?
Yep.
Whoever has more or less than 31, say yes. Everybody else, I don't care. More or less than 31, who?
Yes.
That. I took out blast.
If you have more or less than, well, it's on the requirement on the forms.
I don't have blast door running.
I have 31.
it's not Blast Core because people don't run that on Tier 2, and that's fine as well. So, like I said, it has to be the Soviet mod because that is the only independent variable.
But what about NAM? You had memory leak on NAM.
That was because... Alright, the non-memory leak was because they even talked with me about this via Twitter. It's something with the turrets that broke. And I didn't put any turrets in the previous non-mod, and nothing broke. So they're right about that.
Alright, in that case, I guess, strange.
We tried.
It's also very strange because we're using RHA stuff actually. It's
whatever.
basically just reskin of
It's not
RHA
going to change anything no matter how much
important.
Andrews and Makarov it.
Isn't the Soviet
No,
model
nothing
literally
important.
just close and nothing else?
It is.
Hey,
Close can still
Arma
break.
is Arma, so
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
just going with what we know as the independent variable and what I know works and what doesn't. So
I mean, there are fucking ton uniforms in RHS,
RHS.
so
You guys
whatever.
have fun. Good up. We tried.
Rip.
I have 30 mods, Makarov, and I
this is so fucking frustrating. But I'm just gonna scrap this mod set and remake Tier 1's mod set because whatever Attack Ops DLC updated, because we didn't have this issue when we first ran the first Soviet mod, or 2 weeks ago. Then Attack Ops DLC happened, then something had to have broken within the Soviet mod because nothing else in Tier 2 has broken yet, and I have stress tested the hell out of it. So I don't know. But I think that's going to be it for today. I'll just use the time to, make a new fucking mod set and be study for finals. So I'm sorry, guys, but again, you win some and you lose some, and this is always... Shit like this always happens after Arma has a major update. Something breaks something, and it's all fucked up. But at least I know for a fact that next week it won't crash because I'm just going to base them off of Tier 2. And just make them Russian in a more modern state. But anyway, guys. Yeah, pain in the ass. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry about that. Go operate operationally. I've already tested, Makarov's already tested, Andrew's already tested. A bunch of little things can cause memory leaks. But for everyone to crash out like that, we have no idea. It has to be something with the uniforms or the weapons or who the fuck knows. But it's difficult because it's just an extension of RHS. So the only thing that's different is the uniforms, but that's the only independent variable that is possible. So whatever. Otherwise, guys, go operationally tomorrow, and yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow for some Tier 2 ups. Take care.